Hello everyone and welcome to another technical showcase video. My name is M. Casanova and I'm a client partner here at 8020. Today, we're not going to go into the Webflow Designer, but we're going to talk about how we manage large Webflow projects. So let's begin. Let's say that we have a 15-page project and it involves design, development, migration, and integrations. So for this type of project, we would create a development tracker. This development tracker was created using Airtable. So we created first an Airtable base that we named 8020's Amazing Development Tracker. Then we created three tables, a page tracker, a migration table, and an integrations table. So we added some custom fields for each one of these. So let's go one by one, and hopefully this can give you an idea on how to track your large Webflow projects and also how you can share the status of your project with your clients. Let's begin. Now, for the page tracker, we added the page name and the slug. Then we also added a field called status. And over here, let me just do a quick example. Let's say that the home page was the first page that we designed. So what would happen is that first, this page would be marked as design review. Then the approved for build is the green light for our development team to start doing some magic in Webflow. Then we would mark it as build in progress. If there's an advanced interaction, then we would mark it as interaction in progress because we usually leave that till the end. And then we would move on to 8020 QA client review. We would send the build for approval. And finally, we would get an approval from the client. The thing with large Webflow projects is that while we are building, some of the pages are being designed and some of the pages are being reviewed by the client in Webflow staging site. So that's why it's important to add a design file URL here, the Webflow staging site over here, and also some notes that could help us either pre-launch or could help us during our own QA phase. So what you'll see here is just a quick example. Let's say that the homepage has a case study section. So we need to update the content for the case studies, but we want to remember that. And then we have another example waiting on SVG files for the partners logos, and we need to replace the hero background video. These are just quick examples of things that we've taken note for our projects. Now, let's go with the migration table. This is a quick example. I love this part. We've been working a lot on migration projects. And over here, we map the different collections that we are migrating, but also new collections that are needed based on the designs, if we are also doing designs. Then we have different statuses over here. So one of the first things that happen is that we might be waiting on clients' tasks depending on the structure of the collection. We might be setting up the CMS already. Also, we want to have a status that is called ready to migrate, just to let the team know that this is ready to migrate so we can start making some magic in Webflow. Also, we want to let the client know which collections have been migrated, and if they add another content to our source of truth, then that content wouldn't be reflected in Webflow. So they need to update that content, and that's why we also added this status called migrated and content needed. We also like to track the action items for the migration phase. For example, the blog, if we mark it as ready to migrate, then the client would have to review the blog posts once they're migrated. And of course, we need to ensure that the content was imported as expected. And another example could be set up the CMS collection in Webflow, or if you're waiting on client tasks, then an example of tasks could be, confirm the current list of partners and add the new content needed based on the designs. And last but not least, we have integrations. So for integrations, we typically ask our clients to share with us what we're integrating, the location, the category, type of action. This could be add during build, test pre-launch, or we could be waiting on client for confirmation or for the embed code. And of course, we need the embed code to review if how we're going to implement or how we're going to approach this integration. And that's pretty much it for this development tracker. As you can see, this is a simple yet elegant tool. Hope this helps. And if you're tracking your projects in a different way, we're eager to learn from you as well. We'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.